What is up, everyone? It is your boy Al, and first and foremost, you all know how I get down and you know the vibes on this channel. We give praise to the Most High for giving us the opportunity to be able to bring to you this video today, which is gonna be my 5 favorite standard American bullies. Man, before we get into it, I just wanted to express my level of gratitude and humility to all of you that have shown us so much love and the immense amount of love we got on the Pocket Bully video, man. And the way those numbers just blew up, I cannot express to you how humble and grateful I am for all of you, for the shares, for the support, for the kind words. You guys have no idea how much motivation that provides for me just to be able to keep going, because a lot goes on, you know, behind the scenes to be able to make this content come to life. And without the support of y'all and without my man's up top and his son, man, I'm not in a position to be able to bring to you this video today. So now that I got that out there, don't forget to like, comment, and sub to the channel. Check off the bell notification icon to become part of the family. And now that we got all of that out there, the moment you all been waiting for, my 5 favorite standard American bullies. Let's get into it, baby. All right, you guys, so before I get into the video, I wanted to give you all a heads up. There's going to be some standard American bullies that aren't going to be named due to the fact that they have been spoken about in my content before. And you know how I get down. Love is free, and there's a lot to give, and there's a lot of badass dogs out there that need the proper love and respect that they deserve. And you know the goal of my content is to push the American bully breed forward by showcasing some badass dogs. And man, now that we got that out the way, let's just get into the list. The first dog to start up this video is a beautiful dog. Man, Southern Hearts, Chubb Rock. Chubb Rock is a bad dude. When you look at the dome piece, the facial expression, the mask, the bone, this dog is incredible. And did I even say this to start off? Triple grand champion. The accolades speak for themselves. The resume speaks for itself. This dog has the breed type and the confirmation to back him. And it's not in just the ABKC, it's in multiple registries. This dog truly is an incredible specimen of the American bully breed. He is owned by Corey Latham. Tap in with him if you want to use that boy. So before we wrap up Chubb Rock, right? You know how I get down, we speak a little bit about the pedigree. And who is Chubb Rock off of? Chubb Rock is off of BC's Cody Jenks of Southern Heart Bullies, bred to Southern Heart Bullies, Mint Jewel P. And what is the significance of this blood, right? Because you're gonna see a common trend with how these dogs I've selected to be shown have been bred. Jenks is off of Chaos, and you know what Chaos has thrown. You know the badass dogs that he has produced in this community. And on the mother side, she is off of the Rowdy Town blood, and a lot of you know how that Rowdy Town blood gets down. A lot of badass dogs have been produced off of that blood. And man, it is not a shock to see why Chubb Rock exhibits the traits that he has when you look at the father side and the mother side, and you look at what Chaos and the significance that he has done and the dogs that he's produced in his community, right? Bred to that Rowdy Town blood, you already know what's gonna happen when you have 2 badass things that click. And when we start talking about the pedigree matching on both sides and having bulls on both the top side and the bottom side, it really is not a shock to see why Chubb Rock exhibits the traits that he does. And man, once again, like I said before, tap in with Corey Latham if you want to use that badass boy. That is triple grand champion, Chubb Rock. Let's get into the next dog. So the next dog I'm going to be speaking about, you guys, this dog is simply incredible. And he is a dog that, in my opinion, is a part of one of the most legendary, iconic breedings that has ever taken place for the American bully breed. When we're talking about a breeding that produced 4 grand champions, I need you to understand the significance of that. How many breedings have produced 4 grand champions? This dog is simply incredible. This dog is a big boy, a dog that truly represents the American bully breed properly, man. And he really exhibits that wow factor. He is just a badass dog. And being that I gave you all that information, I dropped that teaser for you guys, I guess we got no choice but to get into it, baby. Triple shot bullies, grand champion Cerebrus. Cerebrus is a bad dude, man. When you look at the bone, the dome, the neck, the confirmation, this dog is simply incredible. A dog that when he hit that show ring, man, he just started soaring and really just making a name for himself in the community, and this dog is simply incredible. And like I said before, he's a part of that iconic breeding that produced national winner, grand champion Hangman. And man, Cerebrus really is a badass dog. When you factor in the breed type and you factor in the conformation and the wild type, man, Cerebrus is a badass dog. And you know, I'm not going to speak about the pedigree too much with them because I've spoken about this pedigree multiple times. But when you look at it at face value, right, we understand the significance of Grand Champion Blue. And who is Grand Champion Blue's father? Chaos. And you've heard me speak about Chaos in the previous dog. Chaos, the significance that he has done for the community is tremendous. And when you look at Blue also making that impact and understanding that he was bred with Triple Shot Bullies Amira and understanding what was behind her, it is not a shock to see why Cerebrus looks the way he does and why that whole breeding looks the way it does, because Blue is producing his ass off. And if there's one thing that you guys have all learned about the Triple Shot Bullies program, they're producing some badass dogs. So when you factor in the top side, you factor in Blue, and you factor in the dogs that they had, it is not a shock to see why Cerebrus looks the way he does and why that breeding turned out to be, as, in my opinion, as legendary as it did. And man, he is in great hands. He is owned by R Jimenez. Cerebrus is a badass dog, and tap in with my boy Jerry and tap in with Triple Shot Bullies if you want to use that boy. That is Cerebrus. And before I wrap it up, yo, thank you, my man, for all the information that you gave me, bro. And now with that being said, let's get into the next dog. So the next dog I'm going to be speaking about, you guys, this dog is simply incredible. A dog that has the wow factor. A dog that not only has the breed type, but the conformation to back him up. This dog is now ranked in the top 10 for best of breed wins in American Bully top 10 standings leading up into nationals. This dog I had the opportunity to see in person. I had the opportunity to film him, and man, he is also a part of that iconic breeding that produced 4 grand champions. When we're talking about the level of excellence and how amazing this dog is, being that I just dropped that and it's gonna sound repetitive to the previous dog, man, let's just get into it. Triple Shot Bullies ABKC Grand Champion Ragnar. Ragnar is a bad dude, a dog that really exhibits all of the traits properly for the American Bully breed. When you look at the dome piece, the bone, the proportionate spread, I've seen this dog in person. I've seen the way he moves, and this dog is simply incredible. A dog that has really started to make his own name for himself. And when you start thinking about him having some badass littermates, his brother being the national winner and being able to create his own lane, and also the other dog, Cerebrus, being able to create their own lane for showcasing how badass they are in their own right. And they all have their differences and traits that make them very unique. And Ragnar is a badass dog. He has the breed type. He has the conformation to back him up. He is owned by Corey Arnold. Reach out to her if you want to use that boy. That is Ragnar. Now, I'm not going to speak about the pedigree too much because I just spoke about the pedigree with Cerebrus. And like I said, I'm just going to reiterate. When you look at the greatness of Grand Champion Blue, being bred to some real deal stock off of Triple Shot Bullies, understanding the level of excellence and standards that they have for their dogs, and understanding that they're producing some badass dogs, and now you see what Blue is doing and what Chaos has done for the community, man, Ragnar is an example of those dogs in this pedigree. And when you start thinking about the litter that Blue and Amira produce, and you start thinking about the level of excellence that all of these dogs have demonstrated, it is not a shock to see why this whole breeding looks the way it does. And when you start looking at Ragnar and you evaluate him, man, he is a badass dog, and he is a dog that I cannot wait to see compete in Grand Champion class at the 2024 ABKC Nationals. Now, once again, tap in with Corey Arnold or tap in with Triple Shot Bullies if you want to use that boy. That is Grand Champion Ragnar. Let's get into the next dog. So the next dog on this list, this dog is simply incredible. When we're talking about having the breed type, the mass, the dome, the traits, the conformation, this dog is simply incredible. And when you look at his father, you know I've spoken about this dog before. You know how much I love this dog. And this dog has been producing his tail off. And he is a dog that, in my opinion, will go down as the greatest producer in the history of the American Bully breed. And now that I said that, I guess you know where we're going with this, baby. Power Play Bullies Grand Champion Skywalker. Skywalker is a badass dog. When you look at the facial expression, the dome piece, the bone, the mask, look at the chest drop, look at the thickness, look at the neck. This dog is simply incredible. And when you look at the conformation on this dog really demonstrates all of the traits that we desire for the American Bully breed, and he definitely fits that American Bully breed standard. And when you look at how he has impacted the community, going into the show ring, champion out almost right away, grand champion relatively quickly, and really just continuously showing at such a high level. He is a dog that, in my opinion, will be one of my sleepers heading into the 2024 ABKC Nationals, because this dog really is the real deal. And when you look at the Power Play Bullies program overall, they have produced nothing but phenomenal bulls. And when you factor in the years of work that went into producing Sky, and when you think of the dog he bred her to being Samson, Samson is the baddest dog. One of the baddest dogs to ever grace the American Bully breed, and he is producing his ass off. And when you look at the combination of how badass the Power Play dogs, right, are, and you factor in how badass Samson is, it is not a shock to see why Grand Champion Skywalker looks the way he does. And man, I cannot wait to see this dog in the ring at the 2024 ABKC Nationals. Shout out to the owner of Power Play Bullies, Nico, and my man Sergio, the owner of Skywalker. Man, keep up the great work. I cannot wait to see what this boy does. Tap in with them if you want to use that boy. That is Grand Champion Skywalker. Let's get into the next dog. Okay, everybody, so as you can tell with the change of attire and the change in lighting, we are picking up on a different day. And that is specifically because when I was filming the video a couple of days ago, I was filming during the sun setting. And the reason for that is because I really liked the lighting at that time of day. But unfortunately, we ran out of time. And as the sun completely set, the lighting situation got bad, and I wasn't going to produce any type of noisy, grainy type of content that usually comes when filming at nighttime. All right, you guys, so now let's get into the last dog. So the last dog that I'm going to be speaking about, you guys, this dog is simply incredible. A dog that made a name for himself last year at the 2023 ABKC Nationals by winning that loaded champion class. This dog has shown all over the world. He has won multiple high-level events. This dog is simply incredible, and he is currently ranked in the top 10 American Bullies globally, man. This dog really is a bad-ass dog. And you know what, man, now that we got that out the way, let's just get into it. HRB's One of SBK, man. One is a bad-ass dog. When we're talking about having all of the traits of the breed, when we're talking about a literal cookie cutter image of the breed standard, this dog is simply incredible. When you look at the bone, the dome, the spread, the mass, the conformation, this dog is a complete American Bully, a dog that is very well put together, a dog that is completely functional. This dog, in my opinion, he is a sleeper going into the 2024 ABKC Nationals. Now, a lot of you are going to be like this, well, how can you say a top 10 dog is a sleeper? And that is because his run is currently, in my opinion, getting overshadowed by Notch. Obviously, if you watch my Pocket Bully video, you understand the greatness of Notch and the history he might make if he wins this year. And given the amount of best of breed wins that he has, that's who One is going up against. And in my opinion, because he's still young, when this boy gets about 2-3 years old, this dog is going to be amazing. And it would not shock me if this dog ends up winning an ABKC Nationals event one day in the near future. This dog really is the real deal. And when you look at who he's off of, right, because I'm going off the top right now, I'm going to have to look at my phone to help me out, but he is off of Zero Barks Given, Grand Champion Zero Barks Given, the dog that won the 2022 ABKC Nationals. This dog is simply incredible, a dog that set records in the ABKC. I want to say it was over 100 best of breed wins. Holy smokes, man. And when you factor that he was paired up with Lagertha is a Grand Champion Apollo daughter. It's not a shock to see when you have a grand champion Apollo daughter being paired up with 0 up front, why he threw what he did with 1. And 1 really is a badass dog, a dog that really, and I really mean this, he truly is an amazing example of the American Bully breed. And he is a dog that I cannot wait to see his success in the show ring. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for him, because man, this dog, he has a really bright future ahead of him. Shout out to the kennel that produced 1, HRB, and shout out to the co-owners of 1, Hibal, Carlos, Darwin. Keep up the great work, you guys. I know under your hands, this dog is really going to hit his ceiling. I'm gonna list all of their social media links. Tap in with them. It's a lot to name. So I'm not gonna say it verbally, but all of it's gonna be in the photo slideshow, and all of it's gonna be in the description. All right, you guys. So now that all of that is done, let's wrap up the video. All right, everyone. So before I wrap up the video, you all know how I get down. I give all the praise to the Most High for giving me the opportunity to be able to conclude this video, and for giving me the ability to be able to provide this content for you all. And man, thank you to all of you for the support that you've given on this content. And man, the way the platform has grown through multiple social media platforms, I'm just so grateful and blessed for all the support that you guys have gotten. And man, thank you. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all the love and support. And now that I got that out the way, first and foremost, all right, please don't forget to like, comment, and sub to the channel. Check off the bell notification icon to become part of the family. And just like I did with the last video, let me know where you want me to go with the next one. Are we gonna do part 2 of my favorite pockets? Are we gonna do part 2 of my favorite standards? Or do we just say, you know what, we're gonna go into part 1 of my favorite wow factor American bullies? And for all of you that are watching, wow factor means to me the most extreme dogs that I personally love in the American bully community. You all let me know in the comments where I'm gonna go with the next one. All right, you guys, have a blessed day, and we'll catch you on the next one.